Homo sapiens, and we are going to study the microbiology, Prescott's book, or Prescott's or Kynes Harley, full name. So we were at the discoveries. Unfortunately, the day 4 video which I recorded or was live wasn't working, and I think half of it were like stuck and only my voice were playing, and half were not even going live. So now that I checked, they were missing from 1895. And so today day 5 live was already conducted, and I didn't know that this was missing. So here I am, just going to complete that, and let's go. So 1895, Bordet discovers the complement. Wait, let me first check if my live is working. I don't want it to go wrong again. Okay, so looks like it's working today. Yeah, so in 1895 Bordet discovered the complement. The complement means complementing something or helping something. In this case, this complement was named after a component or thing that was complementing the activity of antibodies. So, and he discovered it by chance as well. This was a heat liable compound present in our blood. So when he separated, he thought that is there something in the blood that cause immunity, and by chance he heated some of our serum. It's actually present in a serum if you remove the red blood cells, white blood cells. So it was in the serum, and when he heated it, so the activity of immunity decreased, and so he called it heat labile component. He said that there was something in the serum that was heat sensitive, and it was complementing the work of antibody, and after heating it stopped working, and that's why the immunity decreased. So it was discovered by chance by Bordet, and by the time this was happening in the world of microbiology in 1895, Röntgen discovered the X-rays. Guys, we all know what X-rays are, and if you don't know, I am not judging anyone, since I know how much my knowledge lacks. Guys, are you hearing? This is our cat. Yeah, I think she is feeling lonely because her owner is gone on journey somewhere. And so, okay, so X-rays. We all know that when X-ray is bombarded on something, or when X-ray release some kind of energy in a packet, so we call that the X-rays. So it happened in 1895 when we were discovering the complement. So in 1896, when Ermengarm discovered the Clostridium botulinum. Okay, so he discovered a bacteria. It's simple as that. And he discovered a bacteria that is Clostridium botulinum. But the thing we are going to do is the searching of Clostridium botulinum. Since we are microbiologists, we need to know what this thing is. So this is how it looks, the Clostridium botulinum, and it caused the disease known as botulism. No, sorry, what do you call it? I don't want to say the wrong name, since I know how bad. Yeah, botulism. Sorry, I was just elongating a little. So they say is a rare, but serious illness caused by a toxin that attacks the body's nerves. So botulism, again I'm saying botulinism. It's botulism causes difficulty breathing, muscle paralysis, and even death. So it's actually quite dangerous disease, but since it's rare, so it actually happens in some kind of people, and this scientist was discovering the rarest kind of disease, the rarest bacteria that caused that disease. So he discovered that, and then in 1896 Ethiopia gains independence. Ethiopia. So again we are going to search where is the Ethiopia, and yeah, how did he, how did it went independent. So in the Battle of Adwa, they defeated the Italian invasion, but they still didn't get that freedom. See, here it is written that in 1896 they defeated. Like it is just the start of their independence. In 1941, after a whole century, the British troops liberated the Ethiopia from the Italian control. So it officially happened in 1941, and then in 1942 they were recognized as a separate nation, or as a independent nation. So let's see where on map there is Ethiopia. Guys, do we have Ethiopia on map these days? I think there is. So see, this is such a big country, and it is in the Africa, and I think Italy is somewhere here. See my pointer here on the map, so it is here. And now we are going to the 1999 Beijing proves the virus caused the tobacco mosaic disease. Tobacco mosaic, or TMD is the viral disease, and it causes the disease to the plant known as tobacco, and it caused the symptoms of mosaic on their leaves. So how did he prove that the tobacco mosaic disease was caused by the viruses? So it was, again, he took the sample and he filtered it through the smaller, the membrane that the bacteria couldn't even pass through. So he filtered the what do you call it, sample from that, and then he put the filtrate. He thought that there would be nothing disease causing in the filtrate, but when he applied that filtrate on another plant leaves, the same symptoms appear. So he thought that there was something even smaller than the bacteria that caused the disease, and that was the virus. So I don't think they still knew that these smaller things were known as virus. Let me search. When was the virus name? When was the virus name coined? Let's see. Okay, we are not looking at the images, we're just looking when was it. It was in 1971. Okay, it was later that we got the name virus. So in 1888, the Spanish-American War. Okay, who cares about these wars? There are a lot of them, and I'm not going in detail with these one. I'm not interested in it. So it was, well, at least we should look at where is the Spain and where is the Spanish American. Okay, we all know where America is, but we will look in to where is Spain. I know there will be people who will know all the country's location on their fingertips, but I am not one of them, so that's why. Okay, so here it is, and it's on what continent? Is it the Europe? Yeah, I know. It's not Europe. Is it? Let me search on what continent. Wait, I think it is the same problem. Okay, it's not. Wait, okay guys, here, I can't even look at my keyboard. On what continent? Yeah. So Spain is on the Europe. Yeah, I was not wrong. It was on the Europe. So anyway, there in Spanish-American War happened. When Spanish-American War was happening, what was happening in our world? Wait, oh my, I went so much faster. Yeah, we were just discovering the tobacco mosaic disease. So in 1900, Reed proves the yellow fever transmitted by mosquito. I will just say it without searching in the Google. I'll just say that the scientist, he yellow fever was also caused by the virus, and he found out that the virus was or the disease was transmitted by the mosquito. You can say virus was transmitted by the mosquito. I think there was no clue to the people that the disease could be transferred through another vector, that would be mosquitoes or insects like that. Then in 1900, Planck developed quantum theory. Okay, I feel familiar with this 1900 since it is attached to the Planck. And the quantum theory, it is said in this theory that the energy is released or is present in the packet form, like it is not uncontinuous. It is in a discrete packet, it is in a discrete amount, just like our biological energy is present in the ATP form. So we will still search what the Google says about this. Here it is. Yes. Yes, it says that the energy is in the discrete amount. See, if it wasn't in the discrete amount, or you can say in the packets amount, there would be lines all over here, and there would be, there will be no distinct levels between them. But as we can see, there are distinct levels in between them. That's why they say that energy is emitted or absorbed in discrete amounts or quanta. Okay, they call it quanta. That's why it's a quantum theory. Then in 1902, the Landsteiner discovered the blood groups. After all of this, we are just coming towards the blood groups. But how actually did he discover these blood groups? 1902, blood groups discovery. How? Yeah, I am more interested in things about how than and why than who or what. See, so along with his colleague Alfred von de Castello discovered the fourth blood group, AB, which completed the identification of ABO. Okay, so it wasn't all the groups, the AB and O. It was just the AB, and this completed the whole blood group system. That's why it is in this book said the blood groups. Okay, so I think this book has some kind of errors, you can say. So initially identify. Okay, no. I think Landsteiner did all the discoveries, identified the A and the B groups by observing how different people's blood reacted when mixed, noticing clumping reactions due to the presence of antibodies. I see. So he just put one blood into one another and then found out that some blood groups react with some, and he named them. So then in 1902, Wright and others discovered the antibodies. Okay, there is one right. See, the opposite of it is also right. Okay, no. I searched about this. Okay, there was nothing in the Google that said that the Wright discovered the antibodies. But I think antibodies were, when were the antibodies discovered? Antibodies, if we remember, we just went through the complement, and they already know that there is something in the blood that is complementing the antibodies to do the immunity. But see here, they say that it is in 1890, and what are we seeing? This is 1903. Yeah, it should be before the complement. That was in 1895. The antibody should be discovered first, because there was no way that the other one, which one was it? The one that said the complement, that discovered the complement. Okay, so yeah, so this one is the wrong information, right? So we are not going to follow this one. And in 1903, the Wright brothers' first power aircraft. Okay, so I think there were craft that could fly, but this one was the first one that had the power in it, and also that's why it's the powered air flight. Wright brother air flight. Okay, first fly. Okay, I needed to see the. Okay, I think all people know how it looked. See, so it's just that the engine is connected with it, and it flew. It flew to. How much did it flew actually? Um, it. How long did Kitty Hawk fly? 12 seconds? Only 12 seconds? Okay, I know this looks stupid to me because I live in a world where the aeroplanes fly for how many hours. But okay, 12 seconds was long enough. Mm, yeah, but if you see our planes that we make from the paper also fly to some degree, maybe that's where the idea came from. And then the 1905, the Sheridan and the Hoffmans show the Treponema pallidum caucephalus. Oh my god. It looks like my voice was not voicing again. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Should I start the live again? It didn't. Oh no. I'm so sick of this. Don't tell me my voice isn't clear in this. Anyway, I'm not going to go back and do this again. Oh my gosh. Why do I have so many problems? Now my voice wouldn't have been clear. Oof. So anyway, 1905. We will continue from here. And I am going to ignore the previous video. I think there is something wrong with this area of time, because this is my fourth time I am recording this, or I am repeating this. Whatever, bear with me, I am not going to repeat it again. So Sheridan and the Hostman show the Treponema pallidum cause syphilis. Okay, syphilis is also some problem, and it is a sexually transmitted disease. They discovered, I think it was the era where they were just discovering the bacteria that were causing some kind of disease. So because they already had found the way how to grow the bacteria in the previous video, which was stuck at one frame, I already showed a lot of Google, but it wasn't captured. So that, because there was a gram staining and there is the nutrient discovery, nutrient medium discovery, so that's why it became easier to discover the bacteria. So they discovered the bacteria that caused the syphilis, and it was the Treponema pallidum. So anyway, why is the name Treponema pallidum? Usually they name the bacteria that the bacteria that are related to their scientific name. Not usually, but a lot of times. Now in 1906, Weserman developed the complement fixation test for syphilis. Okay, so 1905, Sheridan and Huffman said that this bacteria causes syphilis, and Weserman said in 1906, why not I find a test for syphilis. And I think he did it because people were worried that what kind of disease is occurring to and it is sexually transmitted disease, so maybe they were what do you call it, curious that if they are marrying someone that had this disease, they wouldn't want to be married to them since it's a sexually transmitted disease. Well, whatever. So Weserman developed the complement fixation test for the syphilis. I hope my voice is not going wrong way again. I have so trouble with this mic, and since I am new at recording stuff, so Anyway, let's see what the complement fixation test. Complement fixation generally is the fixation of antibodies and antigens. So you either fix the antigen to the antibody, or you either fix the antibody to the antigen. But since our body, the people that have the disease, they already have antibodies against them. So what do the scientists do? They take the blood which has antibodies in it. So if the people is suffering from some certain kind of disease, they already have antibodies. So if they take the antigens means if they take the bacteria, of course they have receptors, aka they call it antigen. So the blood will automatically clog with the or clump with the antibodies, and there will be clumping reaction. So they will know that clumping reaction, or there will be debris left, and they will know that there is a bacteria present in the blood. Then the 1905 Einstein's theory of relativity. So this one is complex and I don't get it completely myself. They say that the nothing is fixed. Einstein's theory of relativity says that one thing affects another, even if it is in this space. Like looking at this kind of weight. First, let's read it from here. Yeah, the law of physics are the same for all known accelerating observers, and he showed that the speed of light within a vacuum is the same no matter the speed at which the observer travels according to the wire. See, there is a kind of problem here. One part of it says that nothing is fixed, like one thing affects another, and one part of it says that from wherever angle you say what's going to occur is occur. So in case of affecting one another, like this diagram shows that, look at the earth, it is making the space around it into a concave type of thing. It is because of its magnetic waves, or yeah, if it was gravity, of course it will be leaning towards the earth, but I think it's the magnetic outer covering of the earth that is affecting this space, and it has its own area around it. So I'm not completely sure if people know or whatever. If you want to know more, you can search for it on the YouTube or Google. So anyway, there I think, okay, now one thing is left, and that is rickettsia. Ricketts. Rickett was a scientist in 1910. He said that the Rocky Mountain spotted fever, it was a fever that had this kind of symptoms, so people were worried, and it was caused by microbe, and the name of the microbe was rickettsia. So it was named after a scientist that discovered that. Sorry, that it was caused by the microbe. And after this, I think we all covered in the day 2. So I think the middle part of the video was, not the middle, the whole lot of part of the video was stuck without the voice this time. So don't worry, this problem, I didn't know this problem was going to happen, so whatever. If you guys really wanna listen to this book, you guys can comment, so I correct my mistakes with seriousness. Well, I am trying to do, but these things happen on its own. So I'll be covering it, and if by chance someone is really seriously listening to this, I will cover it again. And I think it's just this part of the history that's causing trouble. No, this part is repeated by me again, I think fourth time, and I deleted the last one video. It was 2 hours and I think I covered a lot of it, and then what, bam, my microphone was not connected with it. So enough of my whining. I'll end the stream, and good luck with you, and try to tell me if my pacing is slow. I'll try to fasten it, but I don't think I can do it very fastly, since English isn't my mother language. So I'm kind of slow at it, but I think as the time passes, I'll be good at it.